Hello everyone and welcome back to my playlist of pharmacology. We are doing this from Lippencott and superficial skin drugs हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं. आज का हमारी वीडियो का टॉपिक है to discuss the drugs which are associated or used in pigmentation disorders, right? Now before we do this, you should know that and obviously I believe that you do know that color of the skin is derived from melanin, which is produced by the melanocytes, and this is what gives us color. If you have more melanin, more darker tone. If you have less melanin, less darker tone. And where are melanocytes present? In the basal layer of the epidermis. You know the skin is composed of epidermis and then the deep layer dermis. So epidermis की further layers हैं, उसकी basal layer में melanocytes are present. When the melanocytes are damaged, for example, the melanin levels are affected, which ultimately leads to pigmentation disorders. So the simple concept: if the body does not make enough melanin, skin gets lighter, and this is what we call hypopigmentation. So for example, if this is your hand area and the dorsum of the hand, and this is a patch where the melanocytes are not working, so it will appear lighter as compared to the rest of the hand. If the body makes too much melanin, the skin gets obviously darker, and this would be known as hyperpigmentation. Pigmentation disorders can be widespread and affect many areas of the skin, or they can be localized. So जैसे मैंने ये आपको example दी कि in the hand there is only one area of depigmented patch, and this is then a very localized stuff, but it can be more generalized than that, right? And you should also be aware of the fact that these pigmentation disorders are sometimes also indicative of a serious underlying problem, such as an autoimmune disorder. So for example, there can be diseases where the melanocytes are destroyed as part of a broader autoimmune problem where antibodies are attacking the melanocytes as well. Or it can be also associated with certain endocrine problems, a decent disease, for example. So you should be again aware of all the different areas which you should think of in deciding a patient with pigmentation disorder. It's not only treating pigmentation problem, it's also thinking beyond the pigmentation problem. Okay, now here is a list of drugs, the very nice table. There are agents which we particularly used for pigmentation disorder, and we'll talk about them in a little bit. But then there are more disorders. इस पे अलग-अलग वीडियो पे हम बात करेंगे. Agents for psoriasis and agents for alopecia, topic of interest to many men. Right, let's talk about and stick to today's topic, which is pigmentation disorder drugs. So the first drug in the category is the Hydroquinone, which is a topical skin whitening agent that reduces hyperpigmentation associated with freckles and melasma. Many people use it to brighten their skin tone. It is often used in combination with topical retinoids, which is again a derivative of vitamin A. The mechanism of action of hydroquinone is through inhibition of tyrosinase, and this is a very important enzyme in one of the key steps where melanin is produced. So if you inhibit tyrosinase, the production of melanin is disturbed, and obviously therefore it causes lightening of the skin tone. Hydroquinone lightens the skin temporarily, obviously, and is commonly used as 4% preparation. It should not be used in higher concentration or in excessive quantities for extended duration. It is associated with possible carcinogenicity. It's a very serious issue. The most common adverse effect is, however, local irritation. So if somebody is using hydroquinone to whiten their color, must be aware that it has potential carcinogenic effects, right? Important stuff. Now, Methoxsalen is a sorrelin photoactive agent that stimulates melanocyte and is used to repigment. So that was to depigment. Remember, that is reducing pigmentation. So that's a negative connotation. And here we want to repigment the skin. So if somebody has this issue, for example, the depigmented areas, one can try Methoxsalen. Okay, helpful in the patients with vitiligo. It must be photoactivated by UV radiation to form a DNA duct, inhibiting DNA replication by a method called PUA, which is called sorrelin plus UVA radiation. So kind of the summary is that this comes as an inactive agent, must be activated by UV radiation. Methoxsalen inhibits cell proliferation and promote differentiation of epithelial cell. Topical drug may be used for small patches of vitiligo, such as in this condition, or it is also available in oral form for widespread treatment. Because of the possibilities for aging of the skin and carcinogenicity, it is used with caution. So see, whenever you are using any drug which has its potential effects on replication of cells, either increasing the cell cycle or decreasing the cell cycle, increasing the number of cells produced or decreasing the number of cell produced, there is always a margin of टेंशन के यार ये ड्रग कार्सिनोजन पोटेंशियल है, क्योंकि वो सेल साइकिल के साथ प्ले अराउंड कर रही है ना, सेल डिवीजन प्ले अराउंड हो रहा है. द नेक्स्ट ड्रग इन द डिस्कशन इज Tazarotene. It is a topical retinoid which decreases hyperpigmentation. So this is also a negative connotation in this context, and it is sometimes used to treat the signs of photoaging, and also sometimes used in combination with other drugs, right? Available as cream, foam and gel. The most common adverse effect, again, कोई topical agent जब use करते हैं तो one of the common effects include itching, burning, erythema, rashes and dryness, right? So, but let me tell you, ये जो पूरा चैप्टर है ना, ये फोकस कर रहा है ऑन द सुपरफिशियल स्किन इश्यूज, बट आई टोल्ड यू ऑलरेडी कि पिगमेंटेशन डिसऑर्डर्स कैन बी बिकॉज ऑफ अ बिगर अंडरलाइंग प्रॉब्लम. सो यू ऑलवेज हैव टू थिंक व्हाट इज द अंडरलाइंग इशू. इफ देयर इज एन एंडोक्राइन इशू, you have to treat that. If there is an autoimmune issue, you have to treat that. It doesn't go like this कि सिर्फ एक आपके पास फेशियल या हैंड पे या बॉडी में किसी जगह डीपिगमेंटेड एरिया है, आप उसी पे क्रीम लगाए जा रहे हैं, उसको सही किए जा रहे हैं. ऐसे काम नहीं चलता. मेडिसिन में यू हैव टू थिंक ब्रॉडर एंड यू हैव टू गेट टू द रूट कॉज ऑफ द इशू एंड सॉर्ट इट आउट. ऑलराइट, सो यहाँ पे ये वीडियो ख़त्म करते हैं. फिर अगली वीडियो में मैं स्टार्ट करूँगा डिस्कशन अबाउट सोरियासिस, वेरी कॉमन इशू एंड वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्लिनिकली. So stay tuned till we discuss psoriasis.